Ever wondered why that yogurt in your fridge is still good a week past its expiration date? Yes, the world of food expiration is a labyrinth, one that often leaves us scratching our heads in confusion. From best before to sell by, these cryptic dates stamped on our food items are more puzzling than a Rubik's Cube. Are we throwing away perfectly good food, misled by these expiration dates, or are we risking our health by consuming food that's supposedly past its prime? The confusion is real, and it's high time we shed some light on this enigma. Is there a secret code to crack these dates, or are they mere suggestions? Are they about food safety or quality? Or maybe, just maybe, they're part of a grand scheme to make us buy more. The questions are endless and the answers elusive. So, what do these dates really mean? Let's unravel the mystery. And hey, if you want to keep unraveling mysteries and learn more about the world around you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. First, let's tackle the best before date. Contrary to popular belief, it's not a safety warning. Now, isn't that a revelation? Let's delve a little deeper. The best before date is essentially a quality indicator. It tells you until when the product will maintain its peak freshness, taste, and texture. So, if you've ever wondered why that slightly stale bread didn't make you sick, even though the best before date had passed, this is why. The bread was still safe to eat, it just wasn't at its best. Think about it this way. Imagine you're at a concert. The best before date is like the time the band is scheduled to play. Sure, you want to be there for the main event, but if you turn up a bit late, the show's still going on. You just might have missed the best song. Let's take canned goods as another example. These products can last a long time past their best before date. They might lose a bit of their flavor or their texture might change slightly, but they're still perfectly safe to consume. So the next time you're cleaning out your pantry, don't be so quick to toss those cans with past best before dates. Finally, it's important to remember that the best before date is not a definitive line in the sand. It's more of a guideline. The actual shelf life of a product can vary based on how it's stored. Remember, best before is about taste and texture, not health and safety. Next up, the sell-by date. This one's not even meant for you, the consumer. That's right, folks. The sell-by date, often stamped on items like milk or eggs, is actually a guide for retailers, not a warning for consumers. It's a bit like the secret language of the grocery store, a code that helps them manage their inventory effectively. So, what does it actually mean? Well, it's a date that tells the store when to take the product off the shelves. But it's not because the food becomes unsafe to eat after this date. In fact, it's all about quality. The sell-by date is the last day that a product's peak quality is guaranteed by the manufacturer. Let's take a carton of milk, for instance. The sell-by date on your milk isn't the day it magically turns sour. It's simply the last day the store should sell it by to ensure you're getting the freshest product possible. And what about eggs? Well, eggs can often be safe to eat for 3 to 5 weeks beyond their sell-by date. Not so exciting for those who've been tossing them out prematurely, right? So remember, the sell-by date is more about peak freshness and less about safety. It's about ensuring that stores sell their products while they're at their best, not necessarily when they're about to go bad. In other words, sell-by is for store shelves, not your stomach. Finally, we have the use-by date. Now this one's important. Unlike best before or sell-by dates, the use-by date is not a suggestion. It's a safety guide, a deadline if you will, that tells you when a product may no longer be safe to eat. Let's take a moment to really grasp this concept. Imagine you're holding a carton of milk. The use-by date is the final day when you can confidently pour it over your morning cereal without second-guessing the safety of your breakfast. After this date, the milk may have developed bacteria that could potentially make you sick. The same goes for meat products. If you've got a juicy steak in your fridge with a use-by date of today, you should either cook it now or freeze it for future use. Ignoring this date and consuming the steak later could expose you to harmful pathogens like E. coli or salmonella, which are serious foodborne illnesses. It's crucial to remember that foodborne illnesses are not something to take lightly. They can lead to severe health problems and in some cases can even be fatal. So when it comes to use by, it's simple. Stick to the date. Your health is far too important to gamble with, and ensuring you adhere to these dates is a simple way to minimize the risk of foodborne illnesses. So we've decoded the dates, but what's the takeaway? Let's do a quick recap. Best before is not a ticking time bomb. It's a quality indicator. It's there to tell you when the peak freshness of your food might start to decline. It doesn't mean that your food is spoiled the moment the clock strikes 12 on that date. Sell By is a bit different. It's a guide for retailers to help them manage their inventory. It's not meant for us, the consumers. It doesn't indicate the safety or the edibility of the food. So if you see something past its sell by date, it doesn't necessarily mean it's time to toss it. Then we have use by. This one is a safety marker. It's the last date recommended for the consumption of the product while at peak quality. After this date, the food product might not be safe to eat. So this is the one to watch out for. It's all about being mindful of these dates and not wasting food unnecessarily. Trust your senses. If it looks good, smells good, and tastes good, it probably is good. But if you're in doubt, it's better to be safe than sorry. Remember, understanding food dates can save you money, reduce waste, and keep you safe. So next time you're unsure about that yogurt, think twice before throwing it away.